Welcome to United We Stand. I'm with Brian McClare and we've got some readers' questions that have been sent in. The first one is, can you do a Sir Alex Ferguson impression?
No, I can't do that. I haven't practiced enough, but there's some people very good in Scotland that do it.
Who's good at doing Sir Alex Ferguson?
Television actors.
Yeah?
I can't remember the guy's name. But
I reckon you can do one, you're just pretending that you can't do one.
I think all it would be profanities, that's most of the things I can remember. Both getting a hairdryer and getting told off for the shenanigans I got up to when I was both playing and the coach,
Were you a bane of his life?
I didn't make it easy, so I don't know how I got away. I don't know, I managed to get away with 25 years of employment.
What did he say to you? Would he just shout at you?
Different things.
If you would do practical jokes on him?
I got blamed for all the things that happened.
What type of things?
Supposed to be a lot of stuff was messed about with his phone,
Yeah. I know you changed the screensaver on his phone to read Choccy is great.
Later on, I think probably was coaching to change the language to Chinese.
on Fergie's phone?
One number of people's phones. I think I lost his phone.
Well, Carlos Chaos could probably speak Chinese.
Because he ended up getting a new phone.
Well, he got a new phone, he didn't even change.
He didn't know how to do it. So I think he got a new phone. He never mentioned it either, which was really disappointing for me. He liked to get the satisfaction that somebody's got whatever, but he never even said anything.
I love Sir Alex Ferguson not being able to use his phone, which is an important tool of his trade, because you've put it into Chinese.
Yeah, but he knew it was me, so it's just to be lots of expected to change it back,
What else did you do? You didn't like nick his shoes or anything like that? Would that be too...
Polished his shoes once when I was coaching. The shoes were proper shining. Yeah, I was good at shifting his shoes because I said my apprenticeship at Aston Villa. Dennis Mortimer, who was the captain for Aston Villa, has the cleanest and most shiny boots.
Dennis Mortimer was a European Cup winning captain of Aston Villa.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
I spoke to John Gidman about Dennis Mortimer. I think John Gidman's early Aston Villa career was made difficult because he didn't trust Mr. Mortimer. I think John was a bit of a character, and Dennis, not knowing him, was well organised and a dressing room leader. Would that be fair?
Dennis was, that's why he was the captain.
And close to the manager.
Maybe that's what.
Giddy called him a grass.
Well, I think that's probably part of the job of a lot of captains without it being nominated, without actually saying it's a grass, But the other thing, maybe Kidman should have behaved himself.
Yeah, and he admitted that.
Should ask him about the party in his house and the Christmas tree.
Yeah, I know. What with the firework?
No.
Yeah, I know Mr. Gidman's chapter in my 1980s book. I sat with him for 7 hours and did it, and we had a drink. And it was scandalous. And I said to him, look, John, you're going to have to read this. It's heavy. And I just thought there's going to be a big red line through it. And he rang me back, he said, oh, love it. Just a bit about my ex-wife, it's not strong enough. And there was other stuff in there. And it came out, and everybody absolutely loved it. Giddy, if you're listening, I know you read and watch. Hello. Right, readers' questions. Are you a fan of Limmy? I don't know who Limmy is. He's some internet celebrity that is very hit and miss. No, I don't. Is it still feasible to order a half and half in Scotland? If yes, what would be your tipple? What is it? Is it bitter lager?
What?
What's a half and half? I don't know.
Half of lager, a half of beer, and then the half is a whiskey normally. So what people would do is you'd order a half a lager and half a lager and a whiskey, right?
Yeah.
And in Scotland, because we're more generous than everybody else, they served drinks in gills or small drink in gills, G-I-double-L, right? In England, the standard measure was a fifth or a sixth. In Scotland, it's a quarter or a fifth, but mainly a quarter, right? So you have a quarter gill, whiskey and a half pint of beer. And you would drink your beer and sip your whiskey. And at the end, you would finish your whiskey first, and you would dribble your wee, the last drag of your whiskey, and you'd be in, finish that, and then you'd go into half and a half.
So what's your tipple?
If it was me, it would be a half pint of Ribena followed by a quarter joule of Ireland brew.
Puma Kings, Adidas, Coppers, or Nike Tiempo?
All fantastic boots.
Yeah.
I think I would have to go for Puma King. I've got several pairs in the house still.
Oh yeah, do you ever wear them?
Well, because when I was at Aston Villa, everybody crushed their feet into boots too small for them. So I'm a size 7. I used to wear I'm a size 8, so I used to wear a size 7. These are all size 7s. I had this bizarre thing in my head that at some point, like 20 years after I finished playing, I would run out on some football pitch with a pair of brand new Puma Kings that were actually 30-year-olds.
If you could score,
You never been played in them, so.
if you could,
I sometimes wonder about the house in them, you know, just as.
with studs in,
Oh, aye.
do you?
Oh yeah, I wonder about the house with my kit on and all that.
Which kit?
With Puma.
If you could score the winner,
Sometimes it's Scotland, sometimes it's Celtic, sometimes it's United.
never Motherwell.
Nah, sometimes it's Motherwell.
You've got a Motherwell kit.
I have,
Socks, shorts.
yeah.
You get up in the morning, put a full Motherwell kit on, and walk around your house in Puma Kings.
Yeah.
Wonderful. If you could score the winner at Ibrox for Celtic or at Anfield for Manchester United, what would you choose?
It's easy, I've done both of them.
Not many people can say that, but that's not answered the question.
If I could do it, that's like that's the possible question.
Yeah, okay.
So I can't answer.
All right.
But I've done both of them.
Yeah? Bus be a bus.
Well, yeah, particularly the one at Anfield because it was a foul.
Right.
It was like gave Stevie Nicol a nudge in the back.
Which year was it?
92, 93. It was
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
title.
2-1, was it?
Yeah.
Remember it? Yeah, at
Yeah,
the,
it was
yeah.
actually a foul.
At the Cop. Yeah, was there? Blue kit.
Don't know what kit.
Hey.
I don't know. It was a foul.
And at Ibrox? In front of the Celtic end or the Rangers end?
Celtic end. One of the worst goals in the history of football. Wasn't on the telly. Well, I struck the ball from the edge of the box. I can't say it was a shot, and it was so bad that I turned away to go to bend because the goalkeeper bent down to pick it up. Peter McCloy was known as the Girvan Lighthouse, bent down to pick it up.
The Girvan
That was
Lighthouse.
his nickname. He just lived in Girvan. He was tall. So
Is Given Govan?
Girvan, seaside town.
Ah, right.
Ayrshire.
Okay.
And he bent down to pick the ball up, and all of a sudden there was an almighty roar behind him with all the Celtic supporters cheering, and he somehow managed to let the ball slip through his fingers and through his legs, and it didn't even hit the net. It just trickled over the line into the goal.
That must be a bus.
And then it was like that's anyway. So I didn't actually see it.
Did you celebrate
It
it?
wasn't on the. Yeah, I was celebrating. We won 1-0. Yeah.
Wow.
So but it's not. It wasn't on the telly.
I'm going to speed you up. Aztec Camera or the Associates?
The Associates.
Aztec Camera are very good. Beautiful song.
No, but I'm not saying that. But using it, so you say if I say this is.
I know.
Good and the one's shit.
All right, I'll be truthful. I've never heard of the Associates, and
never heard of them?
I've got 2 Aztec Camera albums, and they did a song called How Men Are, and it was beautiful. That is my extent of my knowledge. What are your ambitions left in football, if you have any? Having scored for Celtic at Ibrox.
What's my ambitions? Well, my ambitions left in football. I was a spectator, really. I think.
Enjoy going to games
Yeah.
as a fan.
I love watching football.
I do.
I can't. I mean, it's terrible now. You try and drag yourself away because you mainly to the media because there's football on every single night, you know. So, and what did so. And I love sport. I love watching.
Yeah.
Sorts of
Live
sports.
sport or TV?
Oh, it's on TV now.
Yeah. I love going to games. I went to Salford City the other night, paid a tenner, not as a journalist, stood on a terrace. I loved it. I wasn't bothered who won. I don't support either of the teams.
I paid €99 to watch a friendly last Saturday.
Who? How?
Ireland versus New Zealand.
Ah, in Dublin.
Aye.
It was well, they won, didn't they?
Yeah.
Right, quick. Would Neil Lennon be the ideal person to get the Northern Irish Assembly back up and running? Sorry, I've not pre-read that. What did you think when Paul Ince kissed him full on the mouth after scoring that time?
Kissed who? Me?
Yeah, must be you.
Tottenham. It was a complete accident. Yeah, when he stuck his tongue on it.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a deliberate. I don't think it was a show of affection. It was just a complete accident.
Do you still harbour a grudge with Nigel Winterburn?
Who's he?
Which goal gave you the biggest buzz in your time at Manchester United?
They're all my wee babies. They're all my favourites. I love all of them.
What's the best lie you ever told to your missus to get yourself out of the bad books? Next question: Lukaku or Rashford?
Just a question.
It's a question. It's a reader's question. It's
Who would I buy? Rashford.
Why has there been a lack of talent in Scottish football in the last 25 years?
Don't practice hard enough.
Don't they?
Practice
Yeah.
enough, don't work hard enough.
Who'd be a good director of football for Manchester United? And if it's you, why don't you apply?
I don't know what I'm looking for.
We're running out of time here, so the last few questions. Who'd be a good director of football? That's a fair question. Come back to it in 1 minute. Do you like maps? Maps are great.
I do like maps, yeah. I keep meaning to buy a road map of Britain. I keep relying on sat-nav on the phone and the phone's run out, so you can't beat old school at times.
Let's see. Last one. Scotland for...
Mark Hughes.
Yeah, really?
I think he's got the intelligence for it and the experience for it. Yeah.
Needs to cheer up.
Well, maybe he would if he's not standing on the sideline, you know.
Losing. He's the only player I've never interviewed of United in the last 40 years. Yeah. Just for quirk. I know people who know him say he's a very nice man. I just don't know him. When was the last time you were in Airdrie? I like that question.
When was the last time?
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago.
Tell me something about Airdrie to make me want to go there as a tourist and spend.
It's got the highest football ground in Scotland.
Is it higher than the Hawthorns, which is the highest one in England?
No, because it's not. It's built on 7 hills.
Right, I'll go there. Brian, do you still have that hat which you won when you gloriously lifted the Rumbelows Cup?
No, I've got a replica one of that.
Brian, a burglar breaks into your house, robbing all sorts. You leg it downstairs in your white fronts or Motherwell kit. But he gets to your hefty medal collection before you have the chance to fire snot bullets at him. Which one medal from your whole career would you want to save? And that is the last question.
Well, it is very clever because the medals are in Old Trafford, really, you know. So
Are they?
a hell of a run down the stairs, about 227 miles.